So I'll go over the last step again to make sure everybody knows about the rendering. Um, at this point now, of course, it is just an AEP file. Now I've got to make sure that I select my master composition up in my project panel because that is what contains everything, all the effects. Okay, so once I've got that selected, what I want to do now is I want to add it to my render queue. So I'll go up to composition and I'll go down here, add to render queue, which is going to take my master composition, office master, and I don't really need to change anything else except for down here where it says lossless, because the default format is animation. Animation is not a video friendly codec. The frame rate's way too high. So what I'm going to do is change that from animation to something that is video friendly. And all of these are video friendly. And because it's not high def, I'm just going to use Apple ProRes 422. And make sure you're doing that, okay? And if there's any audio in there, make sure that your audio is being sent out in, whatever format is what you'd be using in your NLE. But there's no audio in here, so I don't really need to worry about it. So that's going to now set it up properly. The only thing I need to do is go output to, not yet specified. And again, I can give it a new name if I want. It really doesn't matter. What really matters here, though, is I'm making sure it's going to the right folder. And not only that, the right folder within the right folder. So there's my master folder. There's sample movie. That's where I want it to go. And now, when I hit the render button, I wait for the magic wand. It's fairly quick. There it is. It's done. I'll just minimize After Effects, look in my sample movie folder, and basically, here's the movie I made, and disregard the name of it. It just kind of updated because I had a folder selected. But there's my movie file. And again, that's kind of what I want to see. Is I want to see a sample movie in here. I don't want to see an AEP file in here. I don't want to see in my finished project folder. I also don't want to see a sample movie file in here. If it's got these After Effects autosaves, that's okay. If it's got logs from rendering, that's okay. But here is the final version, so that when I'm marking your stuff, I'm going to double click on this, and it should open up the finished version. Because if it's something else that's in there and I open it up, it's not your finished version. Well, I'm going to be marking an incomplete project. You can fully well imagine how that's going to affect your overall mark. All right, so that's it for masks. Please work through these lessons.